Welcome to My Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back. It is My Asshole Podcast. It is Friday, and guess what today is? Today is the free Patreon Day episode, so let's get into it. We got a juicy thread for you. My goodness, I can't wait to get into this thread for you guys. We also have a new segment that we're going to be starting to do today. So, starting today, we're going to have a new segment. After I do announcements, before we get into the scenarios, I'm going to do something I like to call confession time. All right, and that's where you, the lovely people, can send in a confession and we will go over it. It could be a crazy confession, it could be a small confession, but we're gonna start doing confession time. All right, so that's gonna be a little something new I'm gonna try to do on the Tuesday and Thursday show, as well as the free Patreon episodes. And if you guys are on Patreon, we'll be doing those on the Patreon episode as well. So, yeah, I thought it was something new and kind of fun to do. You know what I mean? It's another way that you guys can kind of send in scenarios. Because a lot of times, you guys don't really have scenarios or, like, I guess, am I the assholes or am I overreacting or anything like that? But people, people do always have something that they may want to get off their chest. You never know. Or they confess to seeing something. I don't know. I don't know where this segment is going to go, but we do have one today. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to start this new little segment we're going to be doing. And again, if I get enough of you guys sending them in and stuff like that, just like the scenarios, then cool. We'll keep doing it. If I don't, then, I don't. We'll see where it kind of goes. But without further ado, though, let's get into the February free Patreon episode thread. This thread is, what's the biggest nah, I'm out moment you've had on a date? All right, so let's see what these dumbass motherfuckers have done to make you go, nah, I'm out. Peace. That SpongeBob meme, you know what I mean? All right, she showed me 2 pictures of exes and asked where I would rank myself within them. What? That just tells me that the only reason why you went on this date was because you just were lonely. You were just lonely. Like, you don't even want to be on this date with me. You don't find me attractive. None of that. You're just like, I just want to talk about my exes with somebody. And I think your friends are so done with your bullshit that you recruited some random guy. You know what I mean? You recruited some random guy to go on a date with you to talk about your exes because your friends are so done with your shit. That is ridiculous, dude. Damn. All right. What's the biggest nah, I'm out moment you've had on a date? It was our 4th date. She brought up the exes conversation. How many relationships have you been in? Why didn't they work out, etc. Without skipping a beat, she told me she'd probably still be with her last partner, but he left because she lied about taking birth control. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. There's no way in hell I would want to continue dating a girl who lies about being on birth control. Like, bro! Are you serious? Yeah, she was trying to baby trap that nigga. Woo, she was trying to baby trap that nigga, man. Oh, no. Imagine your girl tell you, oh, yeah, I'm on birth control. It's all good. You nut up in that. And then like a week later or whatever, she's talking about I'm pregnant. Nah, chief. Nah, man. No. Oh, hell no. Oh, that is crazy. Yeah, I'd dump your ass too. What's the biggest nah, I'm out moment you've had on a date? He said he was a bartender. We went to his apartment. He said he'd make me a drink. Then he put my drink in a different style glass than his. I asked to add something to it. I took a single sip. Noticed he was watching me very intensely. I told him, try this. It's so good. He didn't swallow. Yo! No, he was trying to drug you, bro. No, my man's was trying to roofie her. Wow, that's crazy. My man is over here just like, yeah, are you enjoying your drink? You really enjoying it? So, it's really good. Yeah. All right, I'll try it. No, bro. No, that's crazy. Wow, man. Some dudes. And the thing is for one, you already got her on a date. Two, she's already at your house. So the high likelihood that you're going to fuck is pretty high. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Why do you feel the need that you had to roofie, girl? She's at your house, my guy. Have a couple of drinks, good conversation, and you know what I mean, a little touchy-feely, a little playfulness, and before you know it, man, she's naked. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Oh, golly, man. What the hell? She was already ready to go. Like, bruh, man, see, that shit that I be talking about, man, where dudes just be fucking it up for the rest of us. And I guarantee you now, she's going to be so cautious to the point where she ain't really ever doing that, going over to a dude's house or none of that. You know, she's not going to want to, like, a dude's going to be like, oh, yeah, no, you can come over. I'll cook you some dinner. We have a couple drinks. And she's like, a couple drinks? Wait, no, I don't know about that. Like, El Pepe died. I got to get off the phone. Like, come on, man. You out here fucking it up for the rest, bro. All right, what's the biggest I'm out moment that you've had on a date? She drove through a red light going 50 miles per hour and totaled 2 cars. Almost killed me. Yeah, see, this is why guys, you need to drive, bro. You need to drive, man. Yeah, girls be driving like a bat out of hell, bruh. And nah, there's no way I could be in a car with a girl who drives like that. Fuck no, man. Fuck no. That's why, guys, you need to drive. And if she drives, man, she driving by herself. Fuck that. What's the biggest I'm out moment that you've had on a date? Attempted to rekindle a relationship because we bumped into each other at a happy hour and had fun conversation and thought perhaps things ended prematurely. She was game for grabbing dinner and even suggested a good Italian place that she had been wanting to try. Done. Reservation booked. Time set. The day of our date arrives. We're supposed to meet there separately, but mid-morning she texts me asking if she could get picked up. Sure, no problem. She texted again, this time asking if we could change the reservation time to an hour later in the evening. Okay. I'll see what I can do. Done. Another text, time asking about possibly going to a different restaurant because one of her girlfriends suggested a better spot. And this is when you tell her, no, we're going to go to this spot. The fuck are we talking about here? Oh, but then I found out that she didn't want the later time at the better spot. She wanted to go back to the original time at the new spot. I forgot exactly what my text messages said at this point, but it was something along the line of, I'm sorry to do this, but I'm just not hungry anymore. Yeah, facts, man. And this is why you as the guy need to plan the date and you tell her, hey, this is what it is at this time. If you can't make that, cool, date's not happening. Fuck are we talking about, man? Like, why are you letting her dictate so many of the terms of the date? Like, it should have been a thing where it was like, oh, Italian spot? Cool. Reservations booked this time. The moment she tried to change something, nah, bro. Nah, it's either we're making this time or we're not going out. Like, what the fuck is going on here? No. No. Like, after the date is planned and made, she doesn't dictate anything else. She shows up and has fun, and that's that. That is her contribution for the rest of the night. She doesn't get to dictate anything else. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, as a man, you need to fucking be a man and plan the goddamn date, and when the date is planned, you don't let her change shit. You don't let her change shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Girls can't make up their mind. They don't even know what the fuck they want to eat. So how are you going to sit here and expect them to know where they want to go to eat? Like, come on, man. What the fuck are we doing here? You could have told her, nah, that better place? Nah, we can go to that next time. Nah, we already got a time and date set up. No. And if I'm being honest with you, I feel like she was doing that to test you. She was doing that to see if, like, you actually got a fucking backbone and you would tell her no. I guarantee you that was probably a shit test from her. She was probably seeing, like, let me see if he's that same old bitch nigga that he was back in the day, you know, where he was just bending to my fucking will and he wouldn't tell me no. And I guarantee that's probably why you guys broke up, is because she was just like, he has no fucking spine. He's not a man. Like, I need a man. I need a nigga that's going to tell me, hey, shut up. This is what we're doing and this is how we're going to do it. There is no, you know what I mean? Like she's like, I want a man. She's like, I want a fucking dude with a backbone. And I guarantee you that's what it was. She was shit testing you, my guy. And I think you failed at every single corner. You know, because this was the thing where you guys were together. You guys ended prematurely. And I'm sure she probably looked at it like, oh, no, you know, he's a nice guy. He's really sweet. You know, he's got money, whatever. I'm sure she saw some other qualities in you, and that's probably why she wanted to rekindle things the way that she wanted to rekindle things. But if I'm being straight with you, I think that she was shit testing you to see if, you know, you changed, to see if you're actually a different guy, to see if you got a backbone, you know. But then you kind of proved that you don't have a backbone and that you haven't really changed, and you're just kind of a bitch to her whims. It's like, no, you plan the date and you set the date and you let that be that. She doesn't dictate anything else after that. Like, be a man. Tell her no. Like so many dudes are so afraid to tell girls no, and a lot of times that's what they want. They want that. They're like, oh, okay, a man that has a fucking backbone. About time. I'm tired of all these bitch boys that sit here and they're like, oh, whatever you want. Oh, sure, if that's what you want. Nah, man, women don't like that. The fuck? They're going to sit there and lie to you and be like, oh, yeah, I love a guy who is just super sweet. Nah, man. They want a guy that's going to tell them to shut the fuck up and come to the date and look pretty, and you don't have to think about nothing. Your contribution is showing up and having a good time. That's what women really want on a date. You know what I mean? They're like, I want to show up, look pretty, and do nothing. It's you know, like, goddamn, man. But yeah, she was shit testing you, dog. All right, what's the biggest nah, I'm out moment that you've experienced on a date? First date, we met for coffee. He talked about his tractor for an hour, literally nothing else, and didn't ask anything about me, nigga.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
This nigga talked about his tractor the whole time. He said, yeah, girl, my tractor, Bessie, she is something great. Let me tell you, she gets all the wheat on the field. I swear, sometimes you think she don't get all the wheat on the field, and she gets it. Oh, man, I can't believe I've had my tractor for like 13 years now. It's crazy. And she's just like, yeah. Like, she ready to go. She's ready to go. And it was a first date, so maybe homeboy was nervous, you know what I mean? Maybe like you were really pretty and he was just nervous, and it was kind of like word vomit where he just can't stop talking. That happens. Yeah, I'm trying to cut my boy some slack here. I'm trying to give him some like leeway, but if I'm being straight with you, bro, like, yeah. Yeah, my man's, I think he was just nervous, you know, and he just had a bit of the case of the word vomit. I hope that was the case, but I don't know, bro. What's the biggest nah, I'm out moment that you've experienced on a date? When this first date of ours turned out to be in Amway recruitment. Oh, for those who don't know, Amway is like a pyramid scheme thing where they sell like lotions and soaps and energy drinks and all that kind of stuff. I know because I almost got suckered into an Amway, pyramid scheme thing. And my dad was just like, get the fuck out of that. And because it was a thing where I think I was like 16 or 17 or whatever. And I was like, yo, Dad, I got a job. And I told him what it was. And he was like, oh, nigga, that ain't a job. Get the fuck out of that. Yeah, so... oh, that's gotta suck. She was just like, oh man, he's attractive, he's cool, like I can't wait to go on this date. And he's just like, yeah, so I'm glad you came out. I wanted to talk to you about this great job opportunity. That's gotta suck, bro. Oh damn, that's gotta suck. All right, what's the biggest nom out moment that you've experienced? It was the first date. He brought his mom.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Why, bro? Why? Why would you bring your mom, man? What? And God damn it, man. Now, look, I'm super close to my mom. I love my mom to death. Her and I, that's my best friend right there, if I'm being straight with you. But when it comes to my dating life, my mom does not meet my person that I'm talking to or dating or whatever the case may be, at least until her and I have been together for 6 months. At least. You don't meet my mom until at least 6 months. Reason being is because I feel like 6 months is an adequate time to where it's like, I know you. I know that you ain't about that bullshit, or you don't have this like veil on you, where, you acting like a certain girl and then all of a sudden you changing up or whatever. Because to me, I look at it like, if you're meeting my mom, that means that's some serious shit. That means like, I want the potential of a long-term relationship. If you don't meet my mom, bro, like, just know you about to be out the door soon. Let's just be on Hundo P on it. But I would never bring my mom on a first date. That's crazy. Like, I would tell my mom about it. Like, when I got home, I'd be like, oh yeah, I went on a date with this girl. But why would you bring her? That just makes no sense. Like, I wonder how old this dude was. Because he could have been one of those like very coddled kind of kids where like he doesn't really know independence yet, even though he's an adult or considered an adult. He just doesn't know independence like that. So that could be something. I don't know, but yeah, bro. Yeah, that's an extreme turnoff, bro. That's an extreme turnoff. All right. What's the biggest nom out moment that you've experienced on a date? Gave her my phone to put music on in the car and saw in the reflection of the passenger window she was going through my text. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'd let a girl go through my text and I'd be like, hey, whatever you find is whatever you find, girl. You went looking. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, if it was the other way around and you went through her text, woo, you'd find something you wouldn't like. Oh man, some conversation thread she's had with either other guys or her exes or whatever. You know what I mean? I guarantee it. It's one of those things where if you're going through somebody's text on the first date, bruh, you're gonna find some shit you don't like right off the bat. And I think that's a stupid metric because, yes, I'm going to be talking to other people while I'm talking to you. Why? Because you're probably doing the same damn thing. The fuck are we talking about? Or you either have text threads or conversations from people that you've talked to previously before me. It's like you're going to find that kind of stuff. It's not like it's not going to be there. That's asinine to even think like, oh yeah, he wasn't talking to no girls before me. Like, no. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're gonna find some shit you don't like. That's stupid. What are you doing? Oh man, see, I always say it, man. Some girls like to set themselves up for failure. They do. You know what I mean? Like, god damn, man, they like to set themselves up for it. They're just like, yeah, I want this man to fail. Either that or she was just like, damn, he was cute on the gram, but in real life he ain't all that cute, or maybe, he's a lot shorter than I thought. I think she was just trying to find a way to get out of that date. I ain't gonna lie to you. And yeah, I mean, she was trying to find a way to get the fuck about that date. She was just like, maybe if I like find something in here, I can, be like, hey, what is this? Oh my god, how dare you? I don't want to go on this date anymore. I don't know, man. All right, what's the biggest I'm out moment that you've experienced on a date? She wrote, let's meet today in the park. It was 10 p.m. It was everything I needed to know to make my final. Yeah, that was a dude, bruh. That was a dude. Either that or she was planning to have some dudes jump you. Yeah, man, nah. And that's what's crazy because I don't know if we read it on this show or if I saw it somewhere else. It might have been on the show that I did it. I don't remember. But I know there was a scenario where this guy, he had met a girl, or he thought he was meeting a girl online. And then the girl had like came to his door, and mind you, it was late at night. And then out of nowhere, he opens the door and sees her. And then there's like 3 fucking dudes that just storm into his room, or into his house. I'm sorry. And they start beating his ass and stealing shit and all that kind of stuff. That is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, and I've heard even like dating apps, sometimes they'll put up like scammers will put up like a really pretty girl as a picture and stuff like that. And they'll talk to the guy. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, oh, you're my boyfriend. Blah blah blah. Send me money. You know what I mean? And you're just like, oh yeah, of course. Like, girl, you're my girlfriend. I'm gonna send you money. And it's like, come on, man. and like these lonely dudes, they fall for that shit. They fall for it so bad. It's all bad. It is all bad. All right, what's the biggest I'm out moment that you've experienced on a date? We went to a movie, and as we got up, she threw the popcorn on the floor, flipped the bag, and gave it a good shake. I said that wasn't nice, and she said they have people clean it up. I wish I had said something else, but I sort of just went on autopilot until I dropped her off. That's fucked up. Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, you're done. You're fucking done. You treat staff like that? Nah, bro, you're done. The fuck are we talking about? Because I look at it like, if that's how you treat staff, man, how are you going to treat my house? You know what I mean? Like, you come over to my crib, and that's how you going to act? You going to leave my spot all dirty? You're not going to care because, oh, you'll clean it up? Nah, bro. Nah, man. This whole, like a lot of girls, they want like guys, oh yeah, how are they to like staff and stuff like that, like a guy who's nice to servers and stuff. Now that goes the other way around too. Yeah, if a girl is just a piece of shit to fucking staff and all that kind of stuff at whatever establishment we're at, nah, man, that's grounds for immediate gone. Because it's like, bro, if that's who you truly are, that's how you actually act around people you don't know and shit. That's not cool, man. That is not cool at all. That's fucked up. That's absolutely fucked up. Yeah, man. She done. All right, on to the next. What's the biggest I'm out moment that you experienced on a date? When he asked me if I thought he smelled nice, I politely said yes, and he reached into his leather jacket and brought out a little sample atomizer of Ferrari cologne. He proudly presented it to me, saying I could keep it as a memento of our date and him. In the right way, it could be rather, I don't know, kitschy and cute, but this guy was fully into himself all night, and this was the cherry on top. He was shocked when I didn't want to go home with him that night. I mean, bro, what? What? See, some guys, they feel the need to, like, I guess, have validation from the girl. Like they want to be told, like, oh yeah, do I smell nice? Oh yeah, do I look good? Oh yeah, am I this? Am I that? And it's like, bro, that's just weird. If she's already going to notice these things. Like, if you smell good, she's already going to notice that. Why? Because girls have fucking super sense for some reason. Their noses are just like, you know what I mean? They can smell smells that you've never smelled in your entire smelly smell life of smell. You know what I mean? So they already smell you. And then like a lot of times girls will purposely, when they first like, you know, meet you wherever they're going to meet you, they'll purposely like want to give you a hug or something like that just to see if you smell nice. You know, because a lot of times they'll like give you a little hug or whatever, and I'm sure without even noticing, they're like, you know, they give a little sniff to see if the guy actually smells good or if he's just a weirdo. Because some dudes do that. Some dudes are just, they don't, you know what I mean, they don't shower, they don't smell good, and they're just, you know, it's one of those things. So purposely, I'm just like, she already knew you smelled good, bro. And then on top of that, it's like, as a guy, you don't even really gotta like talk about, you know, what you got and what you can do and all this kind of stuff. You just show her throughout the date. You just be that guy. She's gonna notice it. She's gonna pick up on it. A lot of guys think like girls are just oblivious and dumb to everything, and it's like, no. If I'm being honest with you, they're extremely cognizant. It's just you don't know. They're watching every little move that you make, every step you take. I'll be watching you. You know, they are very perceptive. And that's why a lot of girls kind of just sit back and they just watch you. They don't say nothing. They don't really do nothing. They just kind of sit back and watch you and see how you are and your mannerisms and your body language and, you know, how you interact with other people around you and all that kind of stuff. How you interact with her, like all of that shit. All of it. It's a big thing. And a lot of guys just don't get that for some reason. And I'm like, I get it how you don't get it because obviously she's not telling you that. But I mean, you could tell those are the kind of guys when they don't get that simple concept. They don't really talk to girls a lot, or they don't really deal with women a lot. You can tell just because they feel like, oh no, you haven't told me that you think I smell good. Why haven't you told me that I'm doing great on the date? Like, no, bro, that's not her. That's not her MO, bro. Like, you know, just be that guy. Just, you know what I mean? It's simple as that. Just be that guy. But hey, you know, some guys just aren't that guy. You know what I mean? That's why they act weird. All right. I'm going to do two more in the thread. What is the biggest nah I'm out moment that you've experienced on a date? He asked me how much the bill was for his portion of our date. I scanned the bill and said, just put 15 and it's fine. I'll get the rest. He grabbed the bill out of my hand and proceeded to explain to me the exact amount he owed for about 5 minutes like I didn't understand basic math. Oh, and I'll throw in a bonus here. Another guy, first date, we met online, so it was our very first time meeting. Met at the restaurant, parked close, so our initial meeting was in the parking lot. He says hi, asks how the drive was, and then told me that if I didn't agree to fuck him after dinner, he wasn't going to bother with the meal. I got right back in my car and left. Nigga, what? That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, we'll tackle the first one. What? First off, why are you splitting the bill with this nigga? What do you mean, how much is my port? Nigga, what? Aren't you paying the whole damn thing? Aren't you going to be a man and pay the fucking bill? I've said it so many times on this podcast, so many times. Anytime that this kind of situation has come up where it's like date, any thread that comes with a date, I always say, guys, pay for the fucking bill. And if you can't afford to pay for you and a girl to go eat, you shouldn't be dating. You're a broke piece of shit and you need to go get your shit together. You don't deserve to be dating at this point. You don't. Get yourself out of the dating pool now, because that's ridiculous. And I get it, man. Some girls, they go half and they think that shit is okay, and it's like, nah, man, that shit is dumb. What I would have done is I would have took that fucking receipt out of your hand. I would have paid the whole thing. And you're like, what the fuck are we doing? That shit'll get her coochie wet. Not taking the receipt and be like, no, I actually owe $17.24 because I bought this and I bought that. Like, nigga, you just sound like you You just sound homosexual, man. You know what I mean? You sound like a little bitch. If I'm being straight with you, you do. You sound like a little bitch over here splitting the bill with that girl. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? No. You know what I mean? No. And guys, even if a girl does offer to pay, you say no. You know what I mean? You say no. Like, what the fuck? See, a lot of times for me, I already know when I'm going to ask for the bill. And so a lot of times, the moment I ask for the bill, I'm already reaching for my wallet. Like, I'll ask the waiter or waitress or whoever it is, oh, can we get the bill? And then I'm reaching for my wallet. And by the time the waitress or waiter comes back, I'm already giving them my card. I don't even give the girl a chance. I don't even give her an opportunity to attempt that shit. The moment I ask for the check, I'm already reaching for my wallet. By the time the waiter or waitress comes back, they already have my card. And it's like, it blows my mind how dudes sit here and they want to split a date with a girl. I'm just like, that shit irks the fuck out of me. I'm like, are you serious? Oh, it makes me just want to slap the shit out of that man. I swear to God. And then the dude who was just like, I want to fuck. Like, come on, man. Look, if you want to fuck on the first date, bro, you need to put that in your bio, my guy. If there's a lot of girls on dating apps, trust me, I know, because I'm on them. Girls will be putting that shit on there. They'll say, you know, I'm just looking for a guy. I'm just looking for friends with benefits. I'm looking for a guy to take me to dinner and then take me to bed and send me on my way. Like, there's a lot of girls that are like that. You know, I've hung out with a few of them. They're kind of great people. I don't know why that was funny, but it was funny. But I'm just saying, it's like, bro, if that's what you wanted, you could have did that. You could have met one of those girls. You put that shit in your bio. Those girls are down. Because a lot of times those girls don't care who they go out with or hang out with or even get fucked by. And that's just the way it is. That's them girls' lives. That's just, hey, you know, it's cool with me. I'll strap a Jimmy to my shit, take you on dinner, you know what I mean? Have fun, whatever. It's like, bro, like, what's going on here? Hey, psst. All right, this is going to be our last one, man. I'm already damn near 30 minutes into this motherfucker. He asked me what's the biggest nom-out moment that you've experienced on a date? He asked me how many other guys I was talking to, and when I said no one else, he said, fine, lie to me if you want. I'm talking to 7 other girls. It's kind of a slow week for me because it's usually like 15 to 20, lol. I laughed because I thought he was joking, and that pissed him off even more. He told me he could have anyone he wanted, and he left. Oh my God. So that's one of those dudes that, you know, they listen to a lot of that alpha male shit, and they feel the need that they have to tell women how alpha male and how many bitches they get. It's like, bro, look, I'm all for being a man, and I'm all for, you know, understanding your role as a man and actually being a fucking man to a girl. But at the same time, it's like, you don't need to tell her these things, dude. You don't need to tell her these things. See, a lot of guys sit there, man, they're like, what's your body count? Oh, man. Oh, and I'm just like, nigga, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, yeah, you must be glad to be out with an alpha guy like me. And it's just like, oh, nigga. Like, bro, what are you doing? Or no, I'm sorry, it's not alpha guy. Oh yeah, you must be happy you're out with a high value man like me. Yeah. And it's like, bro, no. You don't have to. If you have to say that that's what you are, then that's obviously not what you are. Let's be straight. If you have to say it, then that must not be what you are. If I'm being honest with you, you're not that. If you have to sit there and say that that's what you are, you just show those traits, and then she just sees that in you. That's how that goes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to sit there and tell a girl these things. She will just see it in the way you walk, you talk, you act, all of it. How you treat her, how you treat other people. Like, she'll just get that, man. She just gets it. It's like, what the fuck, man? You don't have to. That's the hugest turnoff for girls. Yes, girls want the whole, you know, high value guy and alpha dude or whatever, and they want the masculine man and stuff, but they don't they don't want you to sit there and just be gloating about, oh yeah, I'm a masculine guy. Oh yeah, I'm this and that. No, they want to see it. Because I have this saying, and this saying has honestly got me through so many, like, I would just say it's just a good way to, I don't know, go about women, if I'm being honest with you. Women don't care about what you have to say. They care about what you can show them. And when you understand that saying, then it's like, oh, I don't really have to say very much to a girl. I just show her and she's like, oh, she comes to the conclusion on her own. She's like, wow, oh, he must got it then. Oh, okay. He must be handling his shit. Oh, he must be the type of dude who got his shit together. Just because I'm showing her, I'm doing it through actions, I'm doing it through body language, I'm doing it through my, speaking and how I articulate myself and all that kind of other stuff. It's like when you show her, she's like, coochie wet, baby. But if you have to sit there and tell her, she's like, nah, man.
Stop the cap.
Fuck out of here, bro. And I'm telling you, that's majority of girls, man. Majority of girls, they'll sit there and hear you talking all that bullshit, and they're just like,
stop the cap.
All right, bro, I done heard this like 44,000 times, man. I don't need you to tell me the 4,500th time. I don't need to hear this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to hear this. I hear it all day, every day. Oh, yeah, baby, I could do this and I could do that and I can blah, blah, blah. And they don't care, man. They want to see it. They want to see it. Seeing is believing. But that's going to go ahead and be that thread. Hope you guys enjoyed the thread. That was a wild thread. And I knew it was going to be a good one for this February Patreon episode. Man, I was like, this is the free February Patreon episode. I wanted to come out with a banger for y'all. But yeah, this one was a good thread. You guys delivered on this thread. Yeah, delivered. I ain't going to lie. You guys delivered on this thread. Big time. All right, I'm going to hop into announcements, get those done really quick, and then we'll get into confession time and then the scenarios. So, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday shows, as well as a confession for confession time. I'm gonna throw that into the mix as well. You can send your scenarios and your confession time and all that kind of stuff on TikTok as well as Instagram. I do check my DMs on there as well. It's just Patreon people get a priority, and then I'll do you guys' scenarios and stuff later. So, but yeah, you can do that. If you're an audio listener, keep downloading the show. Thank you for all the support that you guys have been showing, man. Rate us 5 stars. It helps recommend the show to more people. Helps us get out there, man. I do appreciate that so much when you guys support in that way. And guess what? It's for free. And if it's for free, it's for me. And if you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as YouTube. We've been blowing up on the TikToks, been blowing up on the Instagram, and we've been blowing up on the YouTubes, man. We're over 1,000 subscribers now. I'm like, let's go. Your boy gets kind of a little giddy watching the number go up. We're over 10K on Instagram. We're over 10K on TikTok. You guys are loving the short form content, so I'm so glad that you guys are loving the short form content and all that we got going on over there. So keep helping out and supporting, man. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate everything that you're doing. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into confession time. Let me see. Oh, come on. Okay, so we have our first ever confession time, and this one is titled, I subscribed to my therapist's OnlyFans account, and it's not what you think. All right, we'll see. So basically, I don't have any mental health insurance. I do subscribe to some girls on OnlyFans. I found a content creator just starting out, and I pay for her for 1-hour therapy sessions via live stream. Oh, so wait a minute. So she's your therapist on OnlyFans? Okay. All right. We talk about my personal problems and she gives advice, but with one twist. I have her slowly undressed while we do our sessions, so I have a naked therapist. I also pay for videos where she confesses her attraction for me, and we do a lot of role play pretending to have an affair. I took my need for therapy and my need for porn and combined it for the price of paying for therapy out of pocket. It solved 2 problems in one, and that's really efficient. Hey, man. Hey. Okay. Wow. I mean, it was one of those things where when I asked my Patreon members for for confession time, because I was starting this new segment, and I read the title of this one, I was like, yo, what? Because what I thought it was is he was going to therapy, and then, he was just like, I need to jerk the old chicken, and he happened to find his therapist, and was just like, oh, I'm going to subscribe to my therapist. And so then, when he would go into the next session, all you could think about is like the shit he's seen on OnlyFans. With I didn't know this man was getting therapy on OnlyFans. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy talk, bro. Hey, it is what it is. Thank you for, confessing your story here on Confession Time. And it is what it is. You guys let me know what you think about that in the comments, man. Hey. All right. You know what I mean? Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. We're going to go ahead and get into today's scenarios for today. Okay. So, first one, am I the asshole for telling my fiance off in front of his friends? Oh, man. I, 24 female, just moved into a new house with my fiance, 25 male, and so far it's been good. We've had one problem lately. I have an ED, so yeah. So I have to use measuring cups. Wait, hold on. What? Okay. I'm very insecure about what I eat, so I have to use measuring cups. Wait, what is I have an ED? Oh, eating disorder. Oh, okay. We're good. Back on track. Sorry. Sometimes I'm late to the station. Sorry. Okay, so I have an eating disorder, so I have to use measuring cups. I'm very insecure about what I eat, and so I have to use measuring cups. Well, we both work. He works at home and I work late. So ultimately he cleans the house for the most part. Well, one of his college buddies, Greg, 27 male, needed a place to stay while his house was getting remodeled. And my fiance asked me if Greg and his wife, Linda, 24 female, could live with us. I said yes, because they talk almost every day. And I thought, hey, maybe it would be fun to have both of us inside the house. Side note, it wasn't. Oh, shit. The day Greg was coming, he cleaned the whole house. I helped a little since I had some time before I had to go to work. Eventually, my fiance started hiding my measuring cups, and when I asked him about it, he said that he was tired of washing them. Now, most of the time, I'll wash my dishes, but in the morning when I have to go to work, I'll leave them there. I don't have time for that. When I asked him in front of Greg, he straight up got up and went to our room, taking me with him. He said I was telling him off, but I seriously don't know when I did. But you don't know, apparently I did. Okay. All right. He's been cold lately, saying he's scared if he talks, I'm going to tell him off. Stupid. Am I the asshole for telling off my fiance in front of his friends? I mean, if you don't like cleaning her measuring cups, then just leave them there for her to clean when she comes home. You know what I mean? Like, and then my biggest thing at the same time though is like, bro, you're at home anyway and you're cleaning anyway. So like, what's the point? You know that your girl's got an eating disorder and she needs her measuring cups so she can eat. Like, again, like, I would think that this is just kind of helping your girl out because you're at home, you're doing the cleaning anyway. You know that she needs her measuring cups to eat. So, I don't see the problem here of why he would have an issue of cleaning them all the time, because like I said, you're cleaning the house already, and then you know that she has an eating disorder and she needs the cups to eat. I don't know. And then as far as the whole, going off thing, I mean, in my opinion, it just seemed like you were just pretty much voicing a concern to him and being like, hey, I need these. I need these for my food, and it would be nice if you just clean them. And if you don't, that's fine. I'll just clean them before I use them again. What, am I missing something here? I mean, you guys can tell me if I'm missing something here, because personally, I don't see what she did as wrong, if I'm being straight with you, because it's a simple thing where, again, you already cleaned the house. You know your girl's got an eating disorder. You know she needs those cups to eat. And if you're tired of cleaning them, well, then just leave them there. She'll just clean them before she uses them again. But I mean, at the same time, you're home all the damn time, so why not clean them? It's, that's just helping your girl out. That's all it is. And I guarantee you those cups don't get that dirty. They don't get that. I guarantee you those cups don't get that dirty. I know, because I measure and weigh all my food. And I know that they don't get dirty. Like, I clean my measuring cups and my scale all the time. And it doesn't get that dirty, especially if you clean it right after you use it. But even if I do, say measure some shit out and then I go to work and then I come back and I got to clean it, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. I don't think you're the asshole. I just think you were voicing a concern like, hey, look, if you don't want to clean them, that's fine. Then I'll just clean them when I, get back to use them again. But if I'm being straight with you, it's like, bro, put on your big boy pants and help your girl out. Like, you're cleaning the house anyway. I don't know. You let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Am I missing something? Am I late to the station on this? Because if I'm being straight with you, I don't see anything wrong with what she said or what happened there. So, well, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's get on to our next one. Okay. I cheated on my wife with her cousin, and I don't think I'll ever tell her. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What we did is a horrible thing, and we both recognize it. However, there's also the catastrophic damage that will come with it if my wife were to ever find out. The incident involved us both being drunk and involving alcohol. As far as being sexually safe, we were as safe as we could have been. I used a condom, and her cousin and I are both clean. She, in fact, hasn't been seeing anyone sexually in several years. Of course, the only woman I'm intimate with is my wife. I just feel awful for what I did. I can't imagine what it will do to our family. Is the selfish choice the right choice when it comes to something involving family? If this were any other woman, I would tell my wife. I just don't think telling her would be the better thing to do. All right, look, man. I'm going to get flack for this, and I always do. But anytime these kind of scenarios come up, I just say, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Because, and dead it. You're indebted. You don't see this cousin no more. You don't talk to this cousin no more. If you guys do talk, it's just like a, hey, how are you? You make sure your wife is around, all that. And you tell the cousin too, like, hey, look, man, this is done. I can't do this no more. We did it once. Hey, you stay quiet. I stay quiet. We done. Because if I'm being straight with you, man, what she don't know won't hurt her, man. I know they gonna be like, oh my God, how dare you? They're so fucked up to say, blah, blah, blah. But you gotta understand, in reality, is this guy really going to tell his wife that he fucked her cousin? No, he's not. He's not going to tell her at all. And that's why I'm giving the more pragmatic advice of just zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. You tell the cousin, hey, yo, look, we did this. It's done. We're not doing it ever again. And we taking it to the grave. We're taking it to the grave. And you can be as mad at me all you want in the comments. But again, the more pragmatic thing is he's not going to tell his wife. he ain't. Let's just get that straight. He ain't gonna tell his wife. And then 2, it's like, what she don't know won't hurt her. You know what I mean? What she don't know won't hurt her. It's like, hey, let's move on with life. You know what I mean? Let's just move on with life. Let's do our thing. Let's, love and let laugh and all that good stuff. It's a tough pill to swallow, but again, it's more pragmatic advice. You have to understand that he's not going to tell his wife, as much as he feels bad and as much as, he may have regretted it or whatever the case may be. However you want to, turn the tables or come to a conclusion, he's not going to tell his wife because he doesn't want to lose her. He doesn't want to break up the family. He doesn't want to pin his wife against her cousin and all that kind of stuff. It's just going to create a whole big thing of drama, and he knows that. And so he looks at it like, well, look, check it out. If I just zip it, lock it, put it in my pocket and get her on the same program and we just move on with life, everything's chilling. Everything's chilling. Now, could it come out eventually? Maybe. But I mean, that's a problem you're gonna have to come to. When you get to that bridge, if I'm being straight with you, because it is a thing where the more pragmatic advice is to just tell him to hush and just move on with life, because he's not gonna tell his wife in this scenario. He's just not. He's not. And if he does, kudos to him, 100%. You're going to lose your girl, and it's going to create a big drama, and, things are going to be crazy. But, again, it's like, do you think? I don't know. You guys, you can let me know what you think about it in the comments. You can yell at me and rip my head off all you want. But, again, pragmatic advice is just zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket, and get her on the same program, my guy. But, hey, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Definitely. All right. On to our next one. This will be our last one for today. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend for getting drunk and telling our friends about my fetish? Damn. Okay, let's see what's up. Me, 29 male, and my girlfriend, 35 female. Woo! Damn, your girl is a lot older than you. That's surprising. Usually when a girl dates a younger guy, it's like a year or 2 younger. But damn, 6 years? I mean, hey, do your thing. If the love is there, the love is there. I give it to you. All right, we've been together for about 8 months. We have certainly had our ups and downs, but for the most part, it was a good relationship. Most of the downs being when she struggles with her mental health. She was in a contention for a major promotion at work. Okay. So she was very worked up about, She was very worked up, about it until she told me someone slipped to her that she was going to get it. Oh, exciting. I've never seen her so happy. It was great. We agreed to meet our friends at our favorite bar after work, the day she was expecting to get the official offer of her promotion. When I met her outside the bar, I could instantly tell something was wrong. She said she didn't get the promotion. Ah, dang. Someone else did. A woman that she despises. It was really disappointing. I offered for us to just go home, but she insisted we hang out with our friends. She wanted to get drunk. And she did. She was barely even talking at first, just drinking. It was obvious to our friends something was wrong. Me and her started arguing at some point. It started over the wings me and her got. She was complaining she didn't like them and how I didn't care about what she wanted and didn't listen to her and all of that. Eventually, it struck a nerve and I told her that she was drunk. That she was drunk, acting like an ass, and she needed to go home. She got so pissed, she told all 5 of our friends about my fetish. I don't want to say exactly what she said, but I have a fart fetish.
What did he say?
My nigga, you have a what? My guy, you should have been on confession time. You have a what? You should have kept that to yourself. Oh shit. When he said I'm not gonna say what she said, I was like, okay, it's a fetish. He doesn't want to tell people. This nigga came out and said he's got a fart fetish. That's crazy. That is crazy. My man is laying on his back in the bed. He's talking about, yeah, baby, fart on me. Yeah. Let me feel that fart dust in my face. That's crazy, bro. All right, man. Woo! I'm sorry. Oh, shit. And she mocked me about it in front of everyone. Yeah, whatever. I like being farted on. I know you do. It's embarrassing. I'm only mentioning this to people or this so people can understand how embarrassed I was. I mean, look, man, just you saying you have a fetish and then your girl blurting it out to your friends, that's embarrassing enough. You didn't have to tell us that it was a fart fetish, my guy. You didn't. You really didn't. And I mean, and I'm not sorry for laughing because that was funny. That is funny. All right, I'm just saying. You didn't have to say it, but you did. And it is what it is. Kudos to you, brother. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm obviously insecure about it, and now all our friends know. How am I supposed to hang out with any of them again? The next morning I broke up with her. She cried, begging, and said that she didn't remember anything from last night. It was hard, but I held my ground. Now I don't know. Maybe I overreacted. Am I the asshole for breaking up with her after she was having a really bad day? At night, she can't even remember, apparently. Nah, she remembers. She's just saying that she don't remember. That's fucking cap like a motherfucker. I can't stand when girls sit there and say that dumb shit. Like, they do something, you know, that you didn't like, and you kind of check them on it, and they do some dumb shit, and then they're like, oh, well, I didn't remember. Nah, get the fuck out of here. You remember, and you know what you did. And if I'm being honest with you, it's a good thing that you did break up with her for the simple fact that a girl like that, she's just not going to be able to respect you, sadly, because for her to go to those kind of lengths to be airing out your shit like that, yeah, she doesn't really respect you as a man like that, because even if she's mad and upset, if she loves and respects her man, she's not going to say some shit like that. Sure, she'll get mad and she'll get upset because she's having a bad day or whatever, but she's not going to do that. She's not going to go to those kind of lengths. That's a woman that don't respect you, and she don't really, I'm not going to say she don't love you, because I'm sure she does, but she just doesn't have that respect for you like that. And for you to break up with her is good, because that shows her, hey, look, man, you can't sit here and just disrespect me like that and then think I'm just going to take you back because you can, you know, because you just say sorry. Like, no, like, you obviously showed me that you don't respect me. You don't respect my secret, if you will, you know what I mean? Because obviously I'm sure the fart fetish thing was a secret, and the fact that you can't respect that shows me the type of person that you are. So if I were to ever confide anything in you, I know that once you get mad, you're just going to go tell everybody. So no, how can I confide in you? You know, how can I be vulnerable with you? You see what I mean? You know, and women always, oh, I want a guy who is vulnerable. Nah, you don't. You want some ammunition. That's what you want. So that way when you get mad and things don't go your way, guess what? Oh yeah, I could tell them you got a fart fetish, nigga. It's you know what I mean? I'm just saying, dude. So yeah, nah, man, it's a good thing that you did break up with her, because that's a girl that just doesn't respect you, and she doesn't respect, you know, your vulnerability and honesty, and that's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. That's not just because you're mad and you're having a bad day and I'm here trying to hang out with you and spend time with our friends and get your mind off of the horrible news that you just got. You know, I'm being a good guy and you're out here doing this to me just because you're drunk. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool. You know what I mean? That's not cool at all. That's no way to handle that shit. But that's going to go ahead and be today's Patreon Day episode for February, man. And thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode and all the wacky, crazy shit that we had. My goodness, baby. Thank you guys for all the support, man. Over 10K on Instagram, over 10K on TikTok, and over 1,000 on YouTube. You guys have been helping out and supporting so much. I appreciate all the support, man. I love you guys all. You guys are the reason why this show is as awesome as it is, and it's growing, changing by the minute. We got all kinds of new stuff going on. Like 2025 is the year, baby. It is the year, so I love you guys so much. Appreciate you all. I will see you on Sunday for an amazing episode. Hopefully this episode made you think like, you do these kind of episodes all the time on Fridays, every Friday on Patreon? That might be worth my little $3 a month. You know what I mean? And on top of that, there's over 80 more of these episodes as well. So go get on there, man. Get on the Patreon, man. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Definitely check it out. It's in the link tree down below, man. Get in there. Check it out. Hopefully you find something you like. I'm sure you will. Keep downloading the podcast, keep rating us 5 stars, as well as following us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as the YouTubes if you haven't already. Okay, I love you guys all. We'll see you on Sunday, and peace.